is Mike Parent. I'm one of the co-founders of CoVet and our COO. A little bit about my background is my mom's a veterinarian, first of all, so I've been very close to the industry my entire life, and I personally studied business and technology. CoVet's an AI veterinary co-pilot application built for veterinarians and veterinary professionals. Ultimately, our goal is to enable veterinarians to focus their time and effort on care for patients and really take advantage of their core expertise, and ultimately leave a lot of the administrative work to CoVet as an application, since they didn't become veterinarians to write records. And on a personal note, also built it for my mom, who's a veterinarian herself, and I always got to see firsthand the challenges of administrative work. Of course, I grew up with a veterinarian in the home. My mom's a vet, and we would go on vacations when I was a kid, and she'd bring her records with her in a big bag. And we had a big stack on the kitchen room table. And so from that point all the way up until I finished university, I saw the burden that administrative work put on her as a veterinarian, and that was a huge part of the inspiration for building CoVet. I was seeing firsthand the challenges of administrative work on hundreds of veterinarians in my previous company, as well as with my mother. And I have a really good friend, Yannick, who's my co-founder, CEO and CTO, and he was working at Apple at the time on AI products. And so we were staying very close to AI, and when AI reached the point where it could really solve this problem, we banded together and said, let's fix this problem. I was using AI myself, and as an early adopter, I could definitely see the direction that AI was headed. And we recognized that there was an opportunity to help shape what AI would look like in the veterinary industry. Knowing what we saw was coming with AI, we felt a responsibility to build AI in a way that just worked for veterinarians, kind of falls into the background, kind of like this invisible assistant that's assisting them through their day. And ultimately to remove the burden from veterinarians and allow them to get home on time to be with their families. Well, I could stand here and tell you all about our amazing features, but I think what's most important is to talk about our large team that has a very deep veterinary grounding. Starting with our co-founder, Dr. Mike Mossop, who of course is a veterinarian himself. We've got a veterinary team that serves as our R&D department to ensure that we're building features that actually work for our users. We have a specialty advisory board that makes sure that we're building features for a wide range of different use cases within the industry. And then finally, we have our frontline staff who serve as our sales and support team, who have all themselves worked in veterinary clinics themselves and work very closely with our users to make sure that it's implemented in clinic very well. And finally, from a product perspective, we take a ton of pride in working very closely with our users to make sure that every feature that we build comes from actual feedback from those users, and we take that feedback very seriously when we implement new features in our product. So what's the long-term vision for CoVet for veterinary care? Well, we get very excited about this long-term vision because there's just so many different ways that AI can really allow the veterinarian to use their expertise and really focus on patient care. And so you can imagine this future, which isn't too far away, where the veterinarian walks into the room and everything has already been prepared for them in advance from an administrative standpoint. During the consultation, they're receiving active support live during that consultation. And then after the examination, all of the administrative work is also handled, the follow-up with the client, all the information and details going to the client, of course, maintaining always that personal touch in all of it. So we get very excited about that potential future. It means that the veterinarians will have more time to focus on care and ultimately improve their work-life balance.